Okay, he's keeping them out there. He's going to have another Radiate soon. Radiate, that Mutalisk clump, great. Wasn't able to pull out the infected Mutalisk in time, but I think that Mutalisk was already badly damaged, so it popped very quickly. So that was good for the other Mutalisk, because they don't get destroyed a little bit more. But more hatcheries coming out for great. And let's see if we can hold back this initial push, because C is moving out right now. Plenty of vessels going down to this position. Looks like he's going to try to take another base down at the 8 o'clock position, one of the 8 o'clock naturals. Or at least looking for some troops down there he can destroy before he moves out. Clumping up. Might be waiting for a few more reinforcements before he tries this, though. This is going to be a very substantial push, very essential push to keeping him in this game. All the tanks being picked off yet again. Okay, here comes Great. Takes down one science vessel, but still two left. And Radiate again, and Great's not paying attention. He's going to lose almost every Mutalisk. The remaining Mutalisks are very, very badly damaged, so he's not going to be able to use those to defend anymore. So C has got to know how great of a thing that was for him, because now he can push without having to worry about tons of Mutalisk bearing down on him. Greater Spire out anyway. That could have been a weird time to push the Greater Spire for Great, because now he only has a few Mutalisks out. I think he had about 3 that he can morph into Guardians, so going for that kind of tech, I would cancel that if I were him, and get out some more Lurkers or something like that, because he's got to defend against this somehow. As C is out outside the natural expansion. I don't see Dark Swarm yet for Great. He's going to have that out soon enough, but right now he's just being completely trounced at the front. He's just going to have to throw down Sunken Colonies. There's not much else he can do at this point except throw down Sunkens and delay this push as long as possible, which does work. It's very expensive, but it does work. Just throw down Sunkens, keep the siege tanks from inching in too far to start whittling down the mining line at that natural expansion. There comes another Sunken Colony, just trying to buy time. Oh, the last science vessel almost goes down. That would have been critical for C. Probably wouldn't have been able to break at that point. But I think Consume is just about done for Great, so this delay tactic is working for him. I think that Consume is almost... Consume just now got done. Great is going to be able to push out now with Dark Swarm and hold that front. Here comes with all of his Zerglings and his Lurkers, kind of trapping himself a little bit there, but got the job done, keeping C away from that natural expansion, and now C kind of run out of options there. He's going to have to push towards the 2 o'clock base now, I think, while Great is taking another base up there. Great is doing some hyper-expanding. Of course, he's going to need to keep up with C, because C just got another free base, got his 3rd free base, and that's very powerful for a Terran player. Oh, the mines dragging into the poor Zerglings who exploded. And now C, he saw that the mine dragged, so he sees kind of a break in the defenses, even though the Nidus Canal is up there. Let's see what kind of damage C can get done before all the troops pop through the Nidus. There's the Dark Swarm from Great, keeping C at bay a little bit. I don't think C was completely paying attention there, but I think he can take down this hatchery if he focuses. Oh, he's going to have to back off, though. Not able to take down the hatchery. That could be horrible for C. C being melted by everything, losing all of his medic marines. Such a bad position to be in, because he would have been able to take out that hatchery if he focused a little bit more on it. Had all those tanks in position. Tanks take down hatcheries like no one's business, but he is coming out with reinforcements now. It looks like he's trying to do a little bit of squad tactics. He has one squad right outside the natural expansion going for his bio-vulture build again. So he has those vultures laying mines, making sure that the reinforcement Zerglings can't run out, get a pincer attack or something down here. Guardians out again. Guardians doing a little bit of mine clearing. That's ridiculous. So now he sees the Guardians out in the field. He sees them tackling that. So let's see if he goes for Wraiths or something like that, because Wraith is the best counter to this, and it gives you a little bit more options with your economic harassment too, because you're able to use the Wraiths, pick off the drones right next to the minerals, camp out next to the minerals with that Wraith. There's a Guardian dancing. Oh, dance all night at the Guardian. Okay, so the Guardian was doing some kind of twist. Okay, Great, doing a great job yet again, using a terrible pun to defend his natural expansion over at the 2 o'clock base. So Great, he's holding on to 4 bases, about 6 hatcheries at this point, I think. So he's doing a great job fighting back C. But C is hyper expanding again. Great cannot let this fly. He has to be aggressive soon to keep at least one of these bases from coming up. C is not saturated at 6 o'clock, but he's going to have it saturated soon enough. And a new base down at the 5 o'clock. This is going to be bad news for Great. And the longer he sits back and waits on this thing, the worse it's going to be for him. Not to mention, so many mines out right now for vultures. So many vultures laying mines all over the place. So hopefully he has an overlord speed. I didn't check the speed earlier, but he's going to need that for mine clearing. Going to need those guardians for mine clearing. Wonderful tool, the guardian for mine clearing. But C is focused on his mech again. Focused on the mech. He's just building up factories. He's not even worried about barracks at this point. So, wow. Picking off the Defiler, that was pretty huge. C scanning, making sure there's not another base he doesn't know about. Up there at the 12 o'clock base, pushing through with vultures. Forced to, I've never seen so many vultures in this type of matchup before. Even when Midas goes for this type of build, he doesn't have this many vultures, I don't think. But okay, still pumping vultures from all of the factories. Starport inactive, so it looks like we're not going to see any drop strategies anytime soon as the vultures try to figure out a way to tackle the guardians. Not working too well up there. But C is getting kind of a standard mech push. He is switching into Goliaths now. So he is going for standard mech, switching from Bio Vulture into standard mech build. Wacky. Keeping some medic marines down at the 5 o'clock position just to defend against, a squad of Zerglings that should run in. That's usually what's on a Zerg player's mind in the heat of battle. Well, I'll send a control group of Zerglings down there. Hopefully they'll take something out. I can't focus on that right now. So when you have some medic marines sitting there waiting for them, bad news for the Zerg player. But now switching into Hydra Lurker again to fight back this mech build. Great has been on top of things as far as doing his tech switching, doing the right kind of tech switch at the right time. Because now he's going to be one step ahead. He's going to be able to deal with those Goliaths once they start bearing down on him. But not a healthy amount of Goliaths out yet. Not enough to do the push, of course. While Great is expanding everywhere. Look at the whole top part of the map. Great is taking that right now. And C is letting him because C is focused on taking the entire lower half of the map. And I think we're going to see a pretty epic game from this point on. Because each player is going to have half and they're going to be fighting over those tiny expansions at the 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock expansions. But okay, each player playing pretty defensively. It looks like Great pushing his luck a little bit, trying to do a little bit more mind dragging. Running out with his Zerg. He's going to run at a huge mech troop. But the mech can become so powerful. I mean, Great just can't let this many troops, this many mech troops stay out in the middle of the map like this, because you get a big enough mech ball going, almost nothing can stop it. So he's got to pick off troops as much as he can. Pick off one tank here, one vulture there, one Goliath here. He does pick off one tank, so he's going to delay that push a little bit more. But he's going to wow. C landed his barracks, his flaming barracks over at the 3 o'clock position, and he's going to pump medic marines there to be able to defend while he floats over another command center, I think. So he's already going to have some troops there to defend that. So he's already thinking ahead, but there are some more Guardians morphing right next to that base. So I think the Guardians will be able to take out the medic marines down here. Yes, they will be able to take out these medic marines. So those medic marines kind of had a very sad existence. Sad, useless existence marines. And there's an overlord coming down to the position, probably just a scout down at the 5 o'clock, seeing how many bases exactly that C has. Because C is trying to take the bases at the 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock. I know he's setting up to take those, but it's going to be difficult if Guardians are lying out there and wait to pick off an SCV that's building or something like that. Plenty of hatcheries coming up. This is going to be so intense. Because C is moving up the map right now. He started to move away from the middle a little bit, inching his way up. He's going to try to pick off at least one of these new hatcheries. He has to. He has no choice because if he doesn't stop this, there's going to be Ultralisk bearing down. Ultralisk, plenty of gas for Great. So he's going to be able to support almost any kind of tech he wants. He's coming in with lurkers. Splash damage from the tanks. We'll be able to take care of those, but C decides to back off a little bit. Dealing with that Dark Swarm is going to be very tough with this mech build. But still, as long as he keeps his distance, he'll be able to kill everything with the splash damage from the siege tanks, which he's trying to do right now, splashing into everything. And another Hydra Lurker attack, trying to do somewhat of a pincer, I think. I think Great is kind of picking off as many troops as he can. He's not doing a full-out assault. He's not doing a big pincer attack or anything like that, but he doesn't have to. He just has to pick off unit by unit and keep C in the middle while he gets enough gas to pretty much get as many troops as he wants. Sauron Zerg this thing. But, okay, some more mines dragging into everything. C is losing his grip on the middle. He's running out of troops in the middle of the map. I'm not sure where all of his Goliaths went, if he can even... I know he can afford them, but I just don't know where they are. I think he's just been focused on all of his new bases. Hasn't been able to pump as many troops as he needs to hold that middle. Now Great going out with pretty much every Zerg unit, except for Ultras, of course. Haven't seen those yet, but I have a feeling we will. Oh, the mine dragging. Almost a mine drag from the Zerglings. Another Plague. The Plague is just going to eat this mech up. I mean, Plague against mech is so powerful.